We tend to talk about the core of Old Tumwater when we talk about our local history. After all, the Deschutes River was what drew our founders here. Businesses and homes were built around it, the brewery was developed here, and even today it's still the focal point for visitors. But we need to broaden our scope a little because Tumwater grew. Growth direction went up onto Tumwater Hill to the west, over to Tumwater Square to the east, bumped into Olympia to the north, and then expanded south. Let's talk about the Southgate area on this episode of Talking Over Old Times. Remember the old cartoon featuring the talking dog Mr. Peabody and his boy Sherman? They had a time travel device called the Wayback Machine, and I'd like to borrow that for the next few moments as we explore the area we know as Southgate. Our first time setting is 1841, before the American settlers came. Tribal people occasionally hunted in the area, and the British Hudson's Bay Company may have also come through the prairie lands we now know as Bush Prairie. If we set our machine ahead 10 years to 1851, we enter the American era and the new village of Tumwater centered on the falls of the Deschutes. Our Southgate area then had a crude wagon road called the Cowlitz Trail running through it. It was the main route overland locally from the new settlements of Olympia and Tumwater and to the farms of the Kindreds, Joneses, and Bushes to the immediate south and Jesse Ferguson's claim to the west. The road continued south to Cowlitz Landing. Our next wayback setting is ahead 30 years to 1881. Although the Southgate area was still mostly raw timberland, farms and homes were being developed in the area, and the trail was much more well-traveled. There was now a narrow-gauge railway running from Olympia's Percival Docks through Tumwater and south to Tenino to hook up with the main line of the Northern Pacific. That rail line pretty much followed the route of what is now Capitol Boulevard, or Old Highway 99 through the Southgate area. Our time machine now takes us ahead 20 years to 1901. Logging had cleared much of the area around Southgate, and there were more farms and homes nearby. County roads were being developed too, including a road west from Southgate heading out to Black Lake. It was named for my great-grandfather, John S. Trosper. It became a major intersection as automobiles arrived on the scene and auto-related businesses appeared, such as the Olympic Auto Camp. 10 years later, we see a paved road with Thompson's Grocery at the highway intersection with Trosper Road. That store was eventually sold to Terrell Pogue and his son Earl, who operated a mobile service station on that corner. In 1961, the time machine shows the new supermarket built by the Botneys and expanded by Dave Gooby. It was called Southgate and became the centerpiece of much new growth spurred by the building of Interstate 5. How will the Southgate area change in the future? Our Wayback Machine doesn't go that way, sorry.